We are live. Welcome, everybody. We are doing a little show today, me and Eric. So today we're just going to do some Q&A, talk about the Zealy campaign. I know there's a lot of questions because I've been, going through all these tickets. And
you're muted on Discord.
Oh, good call. Thank you. So I've been going through all these tickets and seeing, all the different complaints and questions, and whenever you have anything going on, people are asking a ton of questions, and I thought it would be, after seeing the same questions over and over again, I thought it would be good to just do a quick live stream, maybe 30 minutes, and just talk about the Zealy campaign broadly, and then, maybe get some more tips and tricks from Eric, and then who is the mastermind of all the Zealy quests. So, he's got the inside track on how to win, and then do some Q&A about the campaign and see what you guys have to ask. So I posted the thread cast, and I'll drop the link for you guys. And Eric, you want to take us away on maybe your thoughts so far, because you're sitting there and you're clicking the buttons and approving everyone's quests and seeing how all the progress is going, and how do you think the Zealy campaign is going so far? And
yeah, well, it actually, the whole campaign is kicking my ass completely. I actually had to ask the ambassadors to help out with the reviews. I obviously told them, don't approve your own quests. But yeah, I mean, there's like around 300 quests per day that we have to review. Most of them are just daily quests, which are very easy to just check that the quest is done. One of the setbacks that Zealy has is that it obviously doesn't have any collaborations with Hive or LeoFinance yet. So we have to manually approve all of the quests that the people send. The good part about creating quests around Twitter, around following people and stuff like that, is that they do have the tools to make an automatic approval of that. But yeah, it's been great. The leaderboard, there's a lot of people. There's around 25 people who are above 10,000 experience points. It can be a little bit overwhelming and intimidating for someone new to just arrive there and see the first quest and just see that, oh, this quest give 10 experience points or 50 experience points. How the hell am I going to get to 16,000? And that's the thing. And that's pretty much the message that we're going to focus this weekend on, that people can actually join. They can actually finish quests, focus in one of the adventures or two of the adventures, and then grind all the way to the top. Because literally, if you finish any of the adventures right now, you can get at least 10,000 experience points. So that means that just by finishing one adventure, you can be in the fight for the top spot. And basically, let me just, I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, I can just share the screen here. But
yeah, let me just make sure.
And for those who are not, you can watch on YouTube the video, right?
Yeah. YouTube. I should probably drop all those links. Good call. Let's see here.
Yeah. Because I just want to show people how easy it is for them to just basically use this weekend to grind. And they don't even have to grind that much, unless they pick the threads adventure. But yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna see what am I doing here? Yeah, okay. So people join and they see, and I don't know why my internet is so slow. Sorry about that, guys. Let's just close this. It's tough. Okay, so for those on YouTube, if someone joins and they see this whole campaign, they will see first the quests that allow you to finish the campaign. So it's obvious that they're going to see, oh wow, this quest gave one XP. I'm definitely not going to reach the top. But then if they scroll down, you have all of these keep stacking experience points, which are quests that do not expire. That means that you can finish them at any point during the campaign, which, by the way, ends on June 10. We're going to give it a little bit more days after May, so that people have enough time to finish all the adventures. But yeah, once they go down to the daily side quests, they will see that you only have like 50 experience points per adventure. I'm actually thinking that we should maybe move the adventures to the top, so people see them. I'm gonna think about that, but yeah. The adventures, which is the important part, which are the ones that give a lot of experience points. You have the hustler, which is the first one, which is basically the focus of the whole adoption campaign, to get people to thread, to get people to engage, to create microblogs and to interact with people, because that's the main way that we are going to achieve mainstream. We are not going to achieve it by bringing long form users from Medium to LeoFinance. That's a plus. But Khal's vision is pretty much, let's bring crypto Twitter and money Twitter and business Twitter onto LeoFinance, and then people can just microblog about anything. So the hustler adventure, which is the first one, if you see this, you can see that you have different levels for the threaders, and you can get 23,000 experience points just by threading, which is pretty easy. A lot of people are already at 2,500 threads. Well, that's Taskmaster, but the normal people are at between 1,500 and 2,000. So it's not that hard. You just have to engage around 1 hour, 2 hours a day, and you can grind to 1,000 pretty fast. So as you can see, Nifty in the leaderboard is at what, 16,000, 15,000. So just by doing the hustler adventure, you can just surpass Nifty by 7,000 points. And I want to be very clear about this. It's not about spamming the blockchain with threads, with low level threads, with low quality threads. It's very easy to just read 50 words or 200 characters and then have a thought about that, and to actually just write it. It takes 30 seconds. You don't need to just say GM or like Nifty sometimes, which we already said that's bad. But in general, if you just engage naturally and organically, you will reach 1,000 threads in just a matter of hours. And then you have the Finance Bro adventure, which is the one where we're trying to make people get familiar with LeoFinance in the long form part of things. And this is pretty cool because we're not just telling them, hey, write about crypto right now. And I mean, I know you're new to finance. I know you're new to crypto. You write about gardening, but you have to write right now about finance. No, we actually slowly ease them into getting familiar with LeoFinance. First, we ask them to pimp their profile so they have a profile picture in case they're new, to follow certain people, then to learn what Leo Glossary is and why it helps LeoFinance, then to introduce themselves. And after that, they can actually start with the bulk of the quest, which is writing about economics, business, finance, crypto, politics. But underneath all of these quests, and I'm going to open one just so you can see, underneath all of these quests, people can actually get inspiration for the posts. So, for example, business writer.
Sorry to cut you off, Eric. I think you dropped out of the Discord server somehow. The Leo
Yeah,
TV
just
chat.
realized. Dude, I've been talking to myself. Well,
I
not
think
on
you just
YouTube.
dropped out. I think you just dropped out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me
Nifty
just
can
check.
confirm.
Yeah, I think I did live. There it is.
Standing by.
Yeah, I closed the Brave browser because my
good.
laptop was too slow. I don't know why. I literally just cleaned like 300 gigs a few days ago. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Sorry about
Oh, there you go.
dropping out, guys. But yeah, basically the business writer quest, it tells you to write about business or a case study from a company with an interesting business model, a campaign, an experience, anything related to business. So you're not only telling the people to write about business, you're telling them, oh, you want to write about business? Here's a couple of ideas that you can use for your first business related post on LeoFinance. And then we are asking people to share that on Twitter, because that's going to be a big part of the new curation system that we have on LeoFinance. So this Zealy campaign is also helping us re-educate the existing user base, which I think it's going to be awesome, because you're not only rewarding them with experience points and with votes and with information, you're also letting them know, hey, this is how it's going to be, like this is how curation is going to happen in the future. So by doing this, you're getting ready to be curated in the like once our curation system starts, which I think it's already there, right, Khal?
Yep. It is. Yeah, if you guys missed the post yesterday, go check it out on @LeoFinance for the new curation system.
Yeah, exactly. So then we have the visionary quest, which I really like how we came up with the name, because it's always hard to tell people, hey, you should stake this or you should buy this token. So since we don't want to get into any trouble, and we don't want to like people saying, oh, I bought this because you told me and blah blah blah. It's just a visionary quest where you can just power up if you want, and it's very clear in the quest that you don't have to do this quest, this adventure, if you don't want to. We actually did it with a very low amount of Leo. In total, for those who are wondering, in total, it's going to be less than 8,000 Leo power for this adventure, for those who are still in the entry levels, at the entry levels. But we have a massive event prepared for this Leo Power Update with NFTs and bigger prizes. So don't just yet go powering up. Just stack the Leo and prepare for the 15. And this adventure alone gives around 6,000, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, 6,000 XP. So as I said, if you think that you are not gonna get to the leaderboard or to the top of the leaderboard or their top 50, which I think they get an NFT or they get something if they finish the leaderboard at the top 50. You can still do it. The artist quest, this has been very controversial right now, because the artist adventure, we want artists to come to Leo and to get onboarded into the other aspects of LeoFinance by creating art. So the focus of this weekend daily quest is going to be to spread the word on the artist community of Hive and Twitter and bring them to the campaign, because we've had around 2 or 3 art pieces that we could actually use for an NFT. All the other ones, well, I mean, it's obvious that if you have Finance Bros drawing, it's gonna be hard. But we actually want artists to come to the campaign and to get familiar with threads, with long form posting, to realize that they can actually become a finance writer if they do the research and if they prepare enough. Like, even if I'm writing about a topic that I don't really understand or I'm not familiar with, all it takes is like 30 minutes of research to get familiar with the topic. And then by writing the post, I just do a little bit more research, and then you come up with a good post. So we want to show people, we want to show normal people, non-finance hivers and Twitters and all that stuff. We want to show them it's not that hard to write on LeoFinance. Which brings me to the next topic. So we have a vlogger adventure. It's for people to create vlogs. They don't even have to appear in front of the camera. They can just maybe do some images or maybe do some animations or whatever. And we're asking them to create videos on ThreeSpeak about business, finance, economics, crypto. So it's the very same topics that the writing adventure has, but on video. And what we're trying to achieve with this is to bring all of the video creators and realize that they not only can create videos about gym sessions or football or whatever, like they can also try to create content related to fintech, economics, business, publish them on ThreeSpeak, and at the same time publish them on LeoFinance. And if the video is long enough, it has enough quality, they can also get curated by LeoFinance through that. And this is the last. Well, we have 2 more quests, but I don't know if you have anything to add, because I've been speaking for like 8 minutes or something.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, I like that we're kind of walking through all the quests and the XP, because yeah, I would say that's one of the biggest questions that I see is people saying that it's too late. And you know, I did that in my walkthrough video that I did that I posted this morning. That, you know, like Nifty was at the top of the leaderboard with like 16,000 XP, and if you completed even one of the choose your own adventures, you could overtake it. So you know,
yeah,
definitely still a lot of opportunities for people to get in. But yeah, I've just been while you've been talking, I've just been collecting a bunch of questions. So do your thing, and then as soon as you're ready, I'll start grilling you.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the artist adventure alone has 19,000 experience points. So that means that any artist right now could overtake Nifty by 4,000 experience points. So you don't feel too comfortable there, Nifty, because it's very easy to get you down, to take you down. The vlogger one has like 12,000 experience points, and I know there's been like 3 or 4 people who already did a lot of these quests, and they were like, dude, I've never done video, but I'm gonna try. And that's one of the most I'm gonna say beautiful things that we're achieving with this campaign. We're actually taking people into getting out of their comfort zone and creating content which they are not so familiar with, and finding out they're actually good at that. So this, like, there's been a few nice surprises from some users. And then we have the supporter adventure, which is, if you ask me, it's the easiest one to finish. It gives like 11,000 experience points. Basically, all you have to do is follow or put on your watch list all of the Hive related and Leo related tokens on CoinGecko. You have to bring only 3 friends to the Zealy campaign, and then you are pretty much at the final boss. And the final boss, it's a hard one, but surprisingly, I already have 4 meetings prepared for the next week, because that final boss is about getting LeoFinance a meeting with any crypto project any crypto community, any crypto influencer, anything that can help LeoFinance grow. And all you have to do is just get us the meeting. We will handle getting the collaboration happen. We will handle all the negotiations, like everything. All you need to do is put that person in contact with us or that project in contact with us, and you will get 7,000 experience. So I think that that's pretty easy, right? Everyone on Hive knows at least one project. And all you have to do is reach out, have a good sense of how to get someone on board, or at least to hear you out, a community manager, a moderator, like anyone from a crypto project can actually take you to, like, for example, if someone wanted a collaboration with LeoFinance, they just go to the Discord, introduce themselves, maybe have like buy some Leo tokens and say, hey, I'm serious. This is to show you that I'm serious. Just get me in a room with Nifty or with Anomadsoul, or maybe even with Khal. We will probably say no, but you know, it's not that hard. And then we have the last one, the influencer one. This is probably the last one, the hardest one, because it actually, like, the adventure is called the influencer because we really want people who know how to get viral to go viral. And it's just 5 quests to go viral on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Medium. And each of these adventures, each of these quests, it gives 3,000 experience points. That means that if you go viral on Twitter, you will get 3,000 experience points. They're going to be hard. I don't think a lot of people will finish them. But even if you don't want to thread, even if you don't want to create videos, if you don't want to write long form content, if you don't want to power up, you can just focus on social media, on traditional Web2 social media, and you can still earn 20,000 experience points. So there's an adventure for everyone. And we have the mini boss Slayer, which does not add points to the campaign, to the sprint, to the leaderboard, to the sprint leaderboard. But you can act like people who finish the 4 quests here can opt into becoming a LeoFinance ambassador. And they will also earn liquid Leo for each of the mini bosses that they slay. So there's something for everyone. And I was just watching, I was poking around one of the official Zealy campaigns that they have. They just released that a week ago. And they put in, it seems that they put in a lot of time and a lot of money into it. And it has nothing on our campaign. Like, it's fun. The one that they have, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a story. But the way they architectured it has, like, it looks weak against ours. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you've been keeping count, just to close this with some final thoughts about the adventures. If you've been keeping count, it's 20,000, 40,000, 12, 19. Yeah, so it's more than 100 experience points if you finish all of them. There's a huge prize for those who finish all of them, all of the adventures. It's going to be hard. I don't think, now that I think about it, it's going to take a lot of abilities to finish all of them. But if they do, they're going to get something. They will get something massive. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sweet. Yeah, love it. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of browsed other Zealy campaigns, and I think you really crushed it with this. It's like, you know, nothing even comes close compared to our Zealy campaign, especially with like the choose your own adventure stuff. I mean, you really turned it into a game. I saw someone comment that too, that they love how it's all like gamified.
Yeah, and most other Zealy campaigns are like, I don't want to say spam fest, but they are only about, oh, so share this on Twitter or share this on Facebook or share this on Discord or invite 100 friends. Like, of course, we want to grow our community. We are almost 1,000 right now. But I think that most of these campaigns from other projects are easily gamified. Well, not gamified, are easily gamed, because all they need to do is get 100 invites, retweet everything. Their Twitter account becomes a spam fest, and in the end, they're not really. They don't get close to the project. They're just doing that for the rewards. And what I can see here and what I've noticed is that the people who are doing all the quests here, I think 95% of them will stay afterwards. And that's something that I don't think any other project can say about their own campaigns.
Yeah, I think one of the really unique things about the LeoVerse is that we have, LeoFinance.io for a lot of, engagements and activities. Like if you think about, imagine if we were a project that didn't have that and all we had was like, Twitter, like a Twitter account and, like our Discord server, and we didn't actually revolve around this social platform built on Hive. I think a lot of the things we do would be a lot less impactful and a lot less engaging. So I definitely have always looked at Hive and LeoFinance as being having this like really huge advantage over every other crypto project in terms of, we're all connected directly on a blockchain and we all revolve around that social aspect. So one thing that I like about Zealy and the way that you've set everything up is that I think it really allows us to pull together on probably one of the biggest downsides of Hive and LeoFinance, which is, it's actually like a double-edged sword, because one of the big upsides of Hive and Leo is, how diverse everybody is and how we all kind of come from a different walk of life and provide something different and unique to the platform. And the double-edged sword of that is that that's like a really awesome thing. And it's what makes this community so interesting. But the negative part of that is that everybody has kind of like ADD focus, because we're all kind of looking in different directions. We all have different visions. We all have different daily activities. So one thing I've noticed with Zealy is that you're able to put up a daily quest and tell people to go retweet a tweet and leave a comment, and then suddenly the LeoFinance, if you've been looking at the LeoFinance Twitter, it's just been blowing up with a few of the tweets getting 3,000-4,000 views and 200, like I think the last one, let me pull it up, the last one got like 2,000, or not 2,000, it got, let's see here, let me refresh, dropping the link, it got 1,600 views, 90 retweets, 5 quote retweets, 129 likes, and I can't even see how many replies, like well over 100 replies. So, it's really crazy how the Zealy campaign can kind of take that like split focus that exists on Hive and LeoFinance and focus it in on certain things. So yeah, like a few things that I really love about the Zealy campaign is like that focusing the attention part, and then also the fact that we have this platform that we all revolve around and getting people active on it and learning different aspects. And like you said, it's kind of like the beautiful thing about this campaign is you can get people to start doing things that they probably otherwise would have never explored. I wonder how many people are going to try that artist side quest and realize that they actually really enjoy, creating different kinds of art and sharing it on Hive. So I'm excited to see how this all unfolds. And I know you've said it multiple times, but I've been trying to say it more and more because I don't think everybody really knows it, that Zealy is, here to stay. Like it's not going anywhere, and we're going to keep leveraging it to do a lot of different other things outside of this one campaign. This is one campaign, one sprint. There's going to be a lot of other campaigns that come up in the future. And then there's also going to be, ongoing, daily, weekly quests that you can complete, and earn different rewards outside of this campaign, you know, for basically promoting Leo. And it's like you're earning rewards on top of, you know, the fact that you probably hold some Leo power, and you're doing things, you know, if we all pool together and do stuff on Zealy, it's doing things that benefit Leo. So yeah, I just, those are some of the reasons I love Zealy, and I've been trying to get more and more people to get onto it. It's one of the things that's hard about Hive is getting people to adopt something new. You know, we all kind of get stuck in our ways, but Zealy is definitely a huge thing. And I mean, even looking like this on Leo TV right now in Discord, or, you know, on the AMAs and stuff, like we've had so much more attendance and engagement. Like, you know, I think our user base has at least doubled since the beginning of the year. But then on top of that, just the level of engagement on all aspects of the platform have at least 10x. You know, in terms of comments, posts, threads, people jumping into Discord. It's really crazy to see. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, we did 47,000 threads as of today in May. And our best month was February with 43,000. So we already surpassed that, and there's still 18 days to go, 19 days to go. So, and I think we spoke about this a few times a few months ago, that it would be great to have some daily prompts embedded on LeoFinance, but Zealy actually solves all of this. But maybe by 2025 we can have Zealyo.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but I mean, having all that, like the simple action of publishing the threads leaderboard every single morning is just getting a lot of people hyped, and a lot of people just wanting to get on top of that leaderboard. I think I shared that this morning, and that thread alone got like 30 replies. That's more than 99% of high posts ever get. So threads is exploding, really.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot more threads getting posted. So definitely happy with how everything's going. But yeah, should we jump into some Q&A on Zealy and all things related?
Yes, let's go.
Let's do it.
What do you have for us?
Yeah, I got a bunch queued up from the Threadcast. So if you guys still want to get some questions in, I dropped a link. I'll reply to it in Discord. Go leave a comment there. Go leave a thread there and ask a question. We'll answer it right now. So
oh, wait just a second. I'm just seeing this, but Bookerman, the founder of Woo, the wrestling online organization, he just mentioned that professional wrestler Perry Saturn will be doing daily threads using LeoFinance.io.
Wow, love that. Yeah, we'll have to get his username and start promoting the shit out of that. Yeah, love to see it. Yeah, I think Threads is really starting to explode in activity. I mean, every time I refresh the UI, I feel like there's new threads getting posted every minute, and it's really grown. I mean, before the UI launched, I feel like it was like one thread every like 15-20 minutes. And now there's just constant stream of threads. So that's what you love to see. And I do, that's another thing from the Zealy campaign. I feel like people have gotten a lot more engaging in terms of like, you know, it's not just dumping, like threads is not about just like constantly dumping your own threads out there. That's the same thing like with Twitter, right? Like Twitter is not about going out there and just launching a bunch of tweets, you know, like top level tweets. The whole point of Twitter is that it's like a conversation. So you see people post a tweet about something you're interested in, and then you reply to that tweet. And then when you've got something interesting to say that you want people to reply to, then you post a tweet and you get replies to your tweet. So I think that's like a huge thing with the Zealy campaign, is that I've talked about it a few times, but we really need to change the Hive culture of just like dumping content out there to being like engage with other people's content and, reply and be like be a community member instead of just being like let me just push out a bunch of content to get up votes. A huge part of it is getting that engagement going. So I'm looking at your Discord message. Professional wrestler Perry Saturn will do daily threads using LeoFinance.io. That's what you love to see. Yeah, we're just scaling up, and in terms of development, we just keep scaling everything and trying to make the experience smoother. That big app error that everybody sees right now will be fixed today. So just a little side note that's where a lot of my attention has gone the past like 48 hours. So yeah, let's jump into these questions.
Awesome. Yeah. Do you have the press cut? Yeah. Okay. So you have it.
Yeah. I'll just launch these questions at you, and then you can answer, and then I can jump into if I got anything to add, and then rapid fire them. Idiosyncratic asked, will there be Leo NFTs on OpenSea or other popular NFT markets?
I think that one's for you, right?
So NFTs will be, there's a couple different ways that we've thought about this. NFTs will be, in my opinion, this is how it's going to be, a few months from now. Leo NFTs will be multi-chain. We're going to do a lot of stuff with Hive NFTs, but we also want to go out into the broader, this has been a common theme with Leo, is that, and some Hive maxis obviously don't like us for this reason, but I think that they see they're looking at the small picture, not the big picture, which is that, having multi-chain stuff, like you are still supporting Hive because Hive is always the base chain, right? With everything that Leo does, you can look at it. Everything goes back to the mother chain, which is Hive. But having other chains be supported and, pushing out entities that are on other blockchains will actually ultimately bring people back into, the core of what we do, which is on Hive. So yeah, Nifty just said we need NFTs on Wax, Ethereum, Polygon. Yeah. So, I mean, look at W Leo, P Leo, B Leo, those are all wrapped versions of Leo. But at the end of the day, when those want to get unwrapped, where do they go? They come right back to Leo, which is on Hive. So I think that a similar type of system is going to get built where we want to have NFTs that are multi-chain. So long story short, we will have NFTs on popular NFT markets, but I also think we're going to do some cool stuff with Hive NFTs. And this kind of connects to another question, which I'll just kind of throw in. Would the NFTs we earn have use cases? If so, what? So the, in the side quests and the choose your own adventure, there's NFTs that you can earn. And, Eric can talk a little bit more about the details, but basically the use case for NFTs is something that we've talked about a little bit, which is that on the UI, the whole idea is like the complete Web3 experience, which is if you have, a certain NFT that might give you like a power up on the UI. So like, maybe you hold an NFT where once a month, a couple of your threads or posts get promoted to the top of the UI. That could be like a power up that you have as one of your NFTs. Or maybe another NFT you have can like change the theme of LeoFinance, and it's like a unique theme that only you have with that specific NFT.
Without
so there's going to be all sorts of. Sorry.
Without having to sell them, just by using them.
Right. So, I think Eric came up with that idea that it's engage to mint, I think is like it's like a revolutionary idea in NFTs. We're not selling NFTs and like raising all this money and then creating this whole crazy market. I think that's one of the big problems with NFTs is that, people are always trying to make money out of them and squeeze money out of them. And that kind of creates like this negative marketplace. But, engage to mint and creating NFTs and constantly having some new edition or new pack to buy. I think there's a lot more to gain by doing it in the engage to mint way. And Nifty said equipable NFTs, super gamified. Yeah. I mean, I think, like you just said, equipping a sword or a shield in a game. Exactly. Like the whole LeoFinance experience has already changed very dramatically, just with the launch of Threads. But I think when you go down the road, like, 6 to 18 months from now, you're going to see a lot of gamification built into the UI, things like leaderboards, things like NFTs that you can, equip, power up, whatever terminology we end up coming up with, that will change the experience and gamify it even further. And we already added the, when you hover over someone's username on the UI, it'll tell you what their Leo power is, and it'll tell you what rank they are based on that Leo power. And those are Leo power ranks created by Eric. So also he created those images. I think the newborn cub one is my favorite one. It's like
the happy ones.
So yeah, you can already kind of see the early stages of gamification kind of coming into play. So a very long-winded answer, but NFTs are going to have a very intricate and integrated experience with LeoFinance. So you're not going to be going out and spending millions of dollars trying to mint NFTs on Leo. You're going to be doing things in the community that ultimately engage to mint the NFTs. And then once you've got those NFTs, you'll get all those power-ups and stuff. So anything to add about NFTs, Eric?
Yeah, I think that one of the greatest features that at one point Leo will have is that, for example, you can choose two paths. You can actually just engage to mint, because that these and I expect that at some point we will have the use cases defined before any campaign, so we can actually tell you, hey, if you finish this adventure, if you finish the Hustler adventure, which involves threading, you will receive an NFT that will let you show a shiny thread once a day, and that thread will get more views, more attention, whatever. So people can actually choose to engage to mint, or we can have a side chain or a main NFT marketplace where people can engage to mint and then sell it, because they don't want to engage, or they don't want to use that thread, that NFT specifically, but someone who didn't engage to mint but wants to have a shiny thread every single day, they can just go buy it. But they will not buy it from LeoFinance. They will buy it from someone else. So that actually gives the NFTs another use case. You can actually make, like, you not only are getting rewards from your threads and from your posts, you are getting NFTs from that engagement, and you can monetize that engagement through the NFTs that you will get by engaging, and you can sell that. And at some point, all of these NFTs that are limited edition are, I mean, imagine this is just like the alpha packs from Splinterlands or from Woo or whatever. Like, these will be limited and they will not be printed again. So hustling through the Zealy campaign is going to be at least interesting once we have the NFTs up.
Yep, I agree. Bookerman asked, how impactful have you seen this campaign so far?
So with the numbers that I run every day, at this point, last month, we were at around 20% less, fewer users, like monthly active users. We are hitting 900 right now. At this point of the month, in April and in March, we were around 700 and 600. So the impact is going to be around a 50% growth in terms of threads users. In terms of long form post creators, I think it's going to be a 100% impact. I haven't run the numbers for a few days now, but we already hit 500 a few days ago, and that was like our base amount of users in long form. But also the biggest impact I've seen, and I think I already mentioned this, we are almost at 50,000 threads created. That's more than what we created in the whole months of April or March or February. So that's the impact. But also, and I do think that this is worth mentioning, the amount of users that come daily has 2x'd, like has duplicated. In March we had 250. In April we had like 220. Right now we are at 350 daily users. That means that not only we are growing in monthly active users, we're also growing in daily active users. And I think that's the main takeaway that we can get from this campaign. The activity overall on threads is not only growing in terms of threads sent, but also the people who sent those threads.
Jessica asked, when is the deadline for all the monthly quests?
Yeah, so I have to tweak them because right now they say monthly, so they would expire and republish on the on June 1st, but I just have to tweak them so they expire on June 10. All of the adventures will expire on the very last day, midnight UTC, and all of the keep stacking section will stay up until June 10. The only ones that will expire are the weekly and the daily quest. So even if you join, I mean, it's going to be hard as hell, but even if you join on June 8th, you can win the campaign.
RT Online asks, how can we see our daily statistics? I'm asking for mini bosses quests.
Daily statistics. Oh yeah. So that's something I have to do in 6 hours, because Zealy measures by UTC, so we have to stick with that. But I will run a report on engagement, on daily engagement, just the way that I've been running the threads leaderboard every morning, my morning, to keep everyone on the loop. I'm gonna run the same at midnight UTC, my 6 p.m. So people are aware of what's going on. I will publish the top 3 threaders, the top I think it's the top 10 engagers or the top 3 engagers. I don't remember. I don't have. Do I have the quests here? Oh yeah, I do. So like all the mini bosses, for those who don't know, like you should go check it out. Otherwise, why are you watching this? But the mini bosses, there are just 4 of them. So anyone who finishes the daily leaderboard on threads on the top 3 will finish this quest. Anyone who becomes the top 3 publisher in the long form part of LeoFinance can finish this quest. This is actually a manual quest for me, because I'm gonna browse all the cool posts on LeoFinance and pick the 3 who are the most I'm not gonna say quality because it's subjective, but just create awesome content. And I will publish this, like all of these people, let's just say 3, but maybe I'll do it 5, or maybe if I find 7 amazing posts, I will publish, hey, these 7 people can claim this quest. So it's just about creating amazing content, not just create 300-word posts that speak about generic stuff or stuff like that. Like, just create amazing content, and believe me that you will get picked. The top 3 commenters, this is a set amount. So the people who comment the most every day in long form posts will get picked here. I'll run the report, and this is a weekly one. The top 10 persons who invite more people into the Zealy campaign on a weekly basis will be able to claim this quest. So that, and for these 4 quests, you get 50 Leo, 100 Leo, and 150 Leo, I think, depending on which quest you are trying to claim. And if you finish all of these quests, the 4 quests, you can opt in to be a Leo ambassador. So yeah, these quests will not give experience points for the campaign leaderboard. These are like really real side quests for those who want to grind.
Sweet. Yeah, that kind of answers the time traveler's question, who asked, would the number of invites add XP points to our score?
Yes, but only on a weekly basis. For example, because this was something that we were struggling before the campaign went live. Since we already had one campaign where people, I think the winner of the campaign had 28 invites. Those invites stay on the Zealy campaign, like you cannot just reset them. So if we set an adventure based on quests that involve inviting people, then all of the people from the previous campaign would get a head start, because most of them already had like 3 or 4 invites stacked. So that's why we came up with the supporter adventure, where you have to invite only 3 people to be able to fight the final boss. 3 invites is not a lot, it's pretty doable. And it doesn't give an edge to the people who participated in the past campaign. But at the same time, we want to encourage people to keep grinding those invites. And that's why we came up with the final boss, which is become the top 10 inviter. That means that it doesn't matter if you have 100 invites in the campaign. If you are not inviting constantly, you will not be able to claim this one.
Cool. This is another question from Jessica. Can I combine 2 quests in a post? For example, making a 5-minute video, but going deeper in it as a post and using them in 2 adventures.
I think that's fair. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that, because there's an adventure for creating 1,000 word posts, and there's an adventure where you have to create videos. So if you want to merge them, I don't see anything wrong. Do you see anything wrong, Khal?
No, I think that's good content creation. If you, because I think she's basically asking if she makes a 5-minute video and then basically like expands on it in text format as a separate post, then yeah, I think you should be able to, I think that works.
It would actually be better, right? Because there's a lot of people who don't like videos, or like they just want to read.
Right.
And I've seen that a lot. That I wish there were websites that post videos that would just give me a short brief of what's going on in the video, because I don't have the 3 minutes or the 5 minutes to watch the video.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Let's see. Next question. Jessica asks again, the 1,000 words for long form has to be in English, ? I post bilingual and it sometimes translates to way less words in English than in Spanish. Interesting.
I mean, this is something that Tokenized Society mentioned, and I think he's right. So for example, if you create a post in your native language, for example, I speak Spanish, some other tongue, so if I create a post of 500 words, or let's just say 600, and I just translate that and include that as a bilingual post, it will go up above 1,000, but in reality, the content is only worth 600 words. So my take, and this is personal, would be that if you want to make bilingual posts, you have to make them 2,000 words.
So 1,000 words per language.
Exactly.
You're right. Like it's the same 1,000 words, It's like if you were to post in 5 different languages and you did 200 words, you wrote a 200 word post and then just translated to 5 languages, that wouldn't be very fair.
Yeah, whereas, I mean, I know length does not equal quality, but where's the quality 200 word posts?
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so for those who are listening or watching later, go browse the tag hashtag top authors on Leo threads, because we have 22 communities publishing polls to pick in a decentralized way, to pick the best author of the week. So if you want to help Leo grow, go vote with a purpose, like read the posts and pick the best one, not just vote willy-nilly.
Sweet. Let's see here. In case there's a tie for XP, do you already know how to pick a winner, or will we cross that bridge when or if we get to it?
I think we had something planned to pay for a plane ticket to both of them and set them to fight to death in Florida, where things like that can happen.
Little battle royale.
Yeah, I mean, I seriously doubt there will be a tie, but if there is, I don't know, maybe we will think of something. I honestly didn't even thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different quests at the end of the day, and so many different like the odds of two people getting the exact same amount of XP, having gone down different adventures and daily quests and weekly quests, I think it's pretty unlikely. But yeah, if we can cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, you just need to miss one daily quest to do the tiebreak. So yeah,
exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. That was the last question I got.
Awesome. I don't see any questions on Discord.
Yeah,
have overtaken Discord.
They have. That's what we want to see. Yeah, I didn't see anywhere else. I wasn't really looking at like YouTube and stuff, but we'll just assume that if you guys are listening, then you knew to go to the threadcast and ask.
Yeah. I think,
Sweet.
oh yeah. Do you want to, we didn't promise any quests or XP or rewards, but we still got like 15 people. So maybe we should make a quest for this. Let these guys claim it.
I like that. Yeah, let's do it.
What was it?
Secret.
So what do you want to made it?
Good question.
We can do adventure.
Adventure. I like it.
Yeah, so the keyword is adventure. The quest will be open for like 30 minutes only, so
only you guys get it because you were faithful audience members.
Even without rewards, yeah. Secret quest. Just doing it live. I mean, I can finish it when we're finished. But yeah, are you gonna do the walkthrough later?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the walkthrough later today. I posted one this morning, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, it was like 35 minutes or so. I did a ton of quests, and then I started on some of the choose your own adventure stuff. Yeah, one of my recommendations, just as someone using it, was that you should do at least two choose your own adventures at once, because you obviously have to wait for each quest to get approved before you can do the next one. So it's kind of nice to have like maybe 2 or 3 or so choose your own adventures going at a single time. So then, you can complete one and then complete another one, and then you kind of wait to get them approved. And then, you have a couple quests to complete. But yeah, I think those walkthroughs, sorry, go ahead.
That it can get slow if you are because of course we can't be in front of the computer all the time. Yeah. But for your walkthrough, it would be great to approve them fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one thing I've noticed that's kind of nice is like, and this is what I'm trying to prove with the walkthroughs, is that if you log in once a day to Zealy and spend somewhere between like 10 and 30 minutes doing quests, you can rank up pretty quickly and you can complete a lot of quests. Cause like basically in under 30 minutes, I've completed all the daily and most of the weekly quests. Obviously some of the weeklies you have to wait for, things like live streams and stuff. But in the course of one day, I can complete most of the weeklies and then the dailies. And then I can also do like 2 or 3 choose your own adventure quests. So, and in my opinion, if you're doing that consistently every single day, you're going to rank up pretty high in the campaign as you start to make progress on those choose your own adventures. So, yeah, that's as a user of the Zealy campaign, that is my recommendation. Do you want to, before we jump off, do you want to leave the people with a few tips and tricks? What are you seeing? What do you think they can do to rank up better, faster, stronger?
I mean, I think that I already mentioned this in the chat, but I think some lions are putting their eggs in an incorrect basket. So I would never, well, I mean, I'm good at videos, but well, kind of good, but I would never try to finish the influencer quest. I'm not an influencer. I don't know anyone who can influence, because those quests can allow you to get someone to do the videos for you and publish them and go viral, and you get the XP. So I'm not an influencer. I don't know anyone who can do that. So I'm not gonna try or waste time to finish those. So my main advice would be focus on what you're good at. And I think I already mentioned this in a previous video, but focus on what you're good at, the 2 or 3 quests that you're good, and then maybe one that you are not so good at. But don't try to finish all the adventures right now. Finish the ones that you're good at. And then if it's only May 20 and you already finish all the ones that were fit for you, then try to finish the ones that are not as close to your abilities, because then you will only waste time, effort, and you will get discouraged. And in the end, you will, like, I don't know if this makes sense, but you're gonna you try to fight so many fronts that you will not win any of them. So just fight 2 or 3, win those, and then focus on the ones that you are less likely to win.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And that's it. And I already have a few ideas for the next one. I know it's going to be in a while, but I mean, just seeing all the activity and the feedback from people and all of that, I already have a bunch of notes.
Sweet.
For the next one.
Yeah, I love what you did with the Zealy campaign. That's what I've been seeing, and everybody talking about that they love the gamification of it. And then just browsing at some other Zealy campaigns just to kind of see what they're all about. That's one thing I've definitely seen a lot of, is that you really crushed it on making these quests and making them really engaging and fun, and not just kind of boring, like you were saying, kind of like hey, go promote this tweet. Like, you're really promoting people to try new things and complete quests that they're good at. So I like it. I like the way everything's going. Very happy with it. Moon soon. It's almost like monsoon, but not exactly.
Yeah, I love that wordplay. When moon soon.
I like it. Yeah. Sweet. Well, I will see everybody in the walkthrough probably later today. And AMA, Mitch might have said, no, I think Mitch is in for the AMA this coming Tuesday. I think it's next Tuesday that he's out.
Yeah, he can't make it on the 23rd.
Cool. Yeah, maybe you and I can do something, or
or like do you remember that time where people from the audience came in?
Yeah, I did enjoy that. Cool. Maybe we'll do that. I like that. Yeah, maybe we can get people involved with the Zealy campaign too, and then we can get a lot more people to jump in and ask questions. So yeah, we'll chat about that and figure it out.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for jumping on and doing this. I know it was a little bit last minute. Sure everybody appreciates it though.
Yeah. I just realized I'm wearing the same shirt I wore to Cryptoholics yesterday.
It's a new one, don't worry. All right, man. I will catch you later.
Yeah, see you, man. See you
All
guys.
right.
Thanks for coming.
Yep, thanks everybody. See ya.